Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you on here with us. We are going to wait a few minutes for people to hop in. There's 27 of you, or 25, 26, 27. It's climbing, but we had 162 people register. So we're going to wait for a few minutes before we get started. As we wait, as always, if you've ever been on a tailored webinar, we want to know where you're calling from, where you're ministering, um, and what organization you're with. Share some or all of that, depending on what you're able to in a webinar. But go to the chat, select everyone. It's probably going to be say hosts and panelists, but just in the drop down, select everyone and just start telling us where you're from, where you live, where you are, either one of those, what organization you're with. We just want to know who's here. Fun. Y'all are fast. Look at you. Barcelona. Paul, I'm thinking I might go to Barcelona soon. I went in February. So maybe I'll see you next time. Make sure you hit the drop down where it says host and panelist and select everyone. So that way, several of you are still on host and panelists, which is fine. But
seeing lots of former and current clients on this list.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Amazing. That is exciting. Born in Germany. All right, Karen. Usually serving in Nairobi. There you go. There you go. Make sure everyone go to the chat, select everyone and not host and panelists so everyone can see what you're saying. It's a lot of fun. And if you're just now joining us, as you can see, we're inviting people to put where they're calling from, where they serve, either one, and what organization they're serving with, or whatever information you are able to share. So yeah, it's so much fun to see all the different organizations on here. Glad to have you guys with us.
Eileen.
Yeah, Eileen, thanks for chiming in. Eileen, do you want to be a host? We can send you a link. I just love your commentary. Seriously,
Eileen
if
is
you
one of
want
our coaches, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I can't respond. You have our mic. Yeah, I know. You can't respond. But if you want a link to be a panelist, I would love your commentary. And I'm not kidding. You want to hop in?
She's unmuted now.
I'm always happy to help you in any way, Russell.
Okay, Jessica, can you send her a panelist link?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you'll just sign off here, Eileen, and you'll get an email with a link.
It's dangerous, but all right, I'm leaving.
No, it's not dangerous. It's fun. Y'all, Eileen's a little kind of like my sidekick. I think we could start a YouTube channel just because. Doug from Karani, amazing. It's really good to have you on here. I love it. Alex serving in Guatemala. We actually have 3 Spanish-speaking coaches. 2 are from Argentina. One is from the US but lives in Bolivia. And we coach people who don't speak any English. They only speak Spanish, which is a new fun thing that we started a few months ago. So all the resources we have been translated into Spanish, and everything that we do has been translated into Spanish. So it's been a lot of fun. Let's see, 60. That's half. I think that's a good return. Let's see, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to wait for Eileen to hop on and then just get started.
I sent her the link. and also invited her through here. So hopefully
Yeah, but she says she's back on, but seems to be, she's still at it. She's not a panelist yet. Right? Or Harvest. I don't know if I've heard of that organization unless we've talked before on a.
There she is.
Well, hey, what's up, Eileen?
Hey, how are you?
Good. You're one of our only coaches, and I love this about you, by the way.
Be nice.
Maybe the only coach that we have that's willing to just hop on a webinar for fun.
It's true.
Why not?
Because everyone wants a plan, and everyone, So anyway, okay, we should get started. It is 11:05. So let me just give you some ground rules. Do you see Gail Schlosser is on?
I just saw that. I was just about to respond to her. That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't already, go to your chat. In the drop down, it says host and panelists, but you need to hit the drop down and hit everybody. So, or everyone, it doesn't say everybody. So that way, when you share things, it goes there, everyone can see it. The other thing I want to draw your attention to at the bottom of your screen, there is is there a Q&A on this? Q&A button? Okay. Yeah. I can't see it because I'm a panelist.
Yeah.
I don't think. So there's a Q&A button. If you have questions, do not put it in the chat because we probably missed that. But if you have questions, put them in the Q&A box. Is there anything else, Jessica, that I usually cover? Okay.
That's it for this one. Yep.
This is going to be a pretty fun webinar, if I do say so myself. I told Jessica before we got on here that these kinds of webinars always make me nervous because you never know what tech is going to do. Or at least it's a little more unnerving. So, but we're going to look at 4 different things. We're going to look at epistle.com, .org, which many of you are familiar with, but I'd like to show that to you. Eileen, do you use that?
I do, and I love it. And I have to admit, I promote it pretty hard with every one of my clients.
Yeah, I do too. Well, when I do have clients. Then we're going to look at Planner, which is a fundraising planning tool. We're going to look at SAM, which is an AI coach assistant. And then we're going to be looking at Claude Design, which is an AI design tool. So I'm pretty excited about those 4 things. I'm going to start with Epistle. And I'm glad to have you on here, Eileen, because I don't use Epistle personally. So, I'm going to go through it, but I'm going to share my screen and you might have more commentary on this than
I usually do.
I know.
I usually have something
so can you see that? Can y'all see that? Is that a yes? Can you see it? Can you see my screen? Okay, great. Okay, so this is the Epistle website. They do a great job of explaining it, and then I'm going to log in and show you what it looks like to have a page. But so the basic idea of Epistle is that you post to a page, kind of like a landing page that you set up, and that landing page people can go to for updates, but they also receive emails when you update. And it's different than writing a newsletter. It's a lot simpler in that they're like social media type posts. So they tend to be really short, pictures, those types of things. But also it's easy for the recipient to interact with them, and I'll show you that. So interesting. Missionaries who switch to Epistle see an average of $5,100 per year in their support increase, and of course report a better connection. So for that reason alone, it'd be a really great idea to move to Epistle. I will say, when you move to Epistle, let's say if you move if you ask people on your newsletter list to sign up for Epistle, they have to sign up. So it's not just as easy as Eileen. Did they have to create an account?
They do. Well, what happens is when they sign up, they then get a confirmation email that they have
Okay, so
to confirm, and that's what sets up their account.
okay, got it.
So it's not
So
a
that
long
allows them
process.
to go to your landing page, which I doubt most people do, but they select whether they want daily, weekly, or monthly updates from you. And
Yeah.
Epistle will send those via email. Just whatever you have posted, it will send. Let's see. The quick tour. Okay, so you create updates with pictures and videos. They do have an app, right, Eileen? I'm pretty sure
They do it. It's amazing.
Okay, great. So ministry partners get your updates, like I said. And when they get an update, they can read it in their email. They can open on the web or open in the app. And I'll show you an example email, but they can also respond to the email. Right here, respond. So they can like, pray, and give. That's through the app. If they've downloaded the app. I don't know about the email because I didn't see that on my email, but when I got an update. Let's see. It also reports back to you about activity through the app, I'm sure. So what do you use that feature, Eileen?
I do.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
one of the things with Epistle that I'm not sure if you're going to touch on, but so I'm just going to jump in because you said I could, is it does not require me the emotional pressure that a newsletter does. So if I'm walking down the street, I have a conversation with somebody and I'm like, oh my word, God was in that moment. I get the opportunity with Epistle. I open the app on my phone. I take a picture of the road. There's no people in it. It's just a random picture where I can stop what I'm doing and say, hey guys, this is what the Lord has just done. Praise with me on this, or pray with me on that. And I walk away.
Yeah.
But my supporters feel like they're living in real time because
Right.
they get their weekly or daily or monthly update like they've signed up to, but a lot of them learn that they can log into the app and they just get a feed like as if it's this less offensive version of social media.
Right.
So
there's a question, is there a cost related to Epistle?
There
Do you know
is.
what that is, Eileen?
You can go for pricing. Is it like $12 or $8 a month?
it's $12 a month.
Okay.
And I think that when people look at it, they say, oh, that's $12 in my budget. Some people kind of find a lot, some find it a little. And the reality is you may not see the benefits of it right away. You might not see in the first few months, even the first 6 months, but the first time you do an end of year campaign after that, because your partners have had such regular feedback and communication with you, you will see an increase a huge percentage of the time. You get a better feedback from people because you've been relating with them longer, like more regularly.
Hey, Eileen, right here. Can you log
You want
into
me to
your
stop
account?
talking, don't you?
No, can you log into your account and show? Because I can't find the verification code. Oh, Authenticator
Sure.
app. Just kidding. I can do it.
Okay. I've got mine open if you need it. It's weird though, because I'm a weird kind of gal. So
Let me see. Oh.
that one-time code you're not allowed to share with everybody, we can all see it.
Well, it changes. There. Okay. So I'm opening an example landing page. That's the founder, Frankie, who's a friend of mine. So this is what their landing page looks like. You can add a picture, obviously, of you, your family. Here are the updates that they have sent out. So these are all their updates. One of their children fell and they were concerned about spinal injury, but it came back They're just a bruise. So that's fantastic. That was the latest update right there. And then, so you can see the types of updates they're putting with the pictures. Here's a video. You can respond by clicking, on the actual post. You can read more about it. Then you can respond here. But you're also going to get an email. Let me pull up. I'm going to stop sharing and share my email. So this is the email I got. As you can see, like it has this particular post on it because of the frequency they send out. It'd have multiple posts on it if they sent multiple posts in 1 week. But this is what it looks like. I can open this update on the web or open in the app if I have the app downloaded. Here's the update. There's more than one update. So I guess if I want to respond to it, at least from this, I would have to open the web and it would pull up the actual report or the actual post here. And I can leave a message. I can pray. So that's how that works. Eileen, are you familiar with like the security aspects of it?
So
because I know it should be a very secure platform.
Yeah, I did reach out because both for myself and for some clients and ask, and there is security and it has numerous precautions in place, including you can't subscribe somebody else up. A person can subscribe themselves up, but after they subscribe and they click on their verification email and do all that, you then still have the right to approve them or not approve them. Okay. So you have to be able to, have the right to know the person, which is something a lot of places don't have. But a sideline that they do, which is even better, is if you create an account and add me, I can't forward it to somebody else and get you logged in the same way. Now, of course, people can forward an email. There's not much we can do about that. But I can't forward. Some of them you can forward and sort of bypass the steps of signing up.
Okay.
And Epistle doesn't allow that, which is really good.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Love that.
The other thing Epistle does when you talk about, and I don't know if they did this with theirs because it was an urgent thing, but you sign up for monthly, weekly, or daily updates, depending, or biweekly or whatever, depending on how often you want to receive them. But if something happens in my family like that, a child falls, and I want people to be praying, it's urgent, I can bypass that. There's an option when you're writing it saying send out immediately, even to those that have only. You would take advantage of that, but in an urgent situation, I was waiting for a visa to Pakistan. We were about to leave. I was gonna, we were a bit stuck. I had days left,
Right.
And I did that. I pushed it through, and people appreciated it. You don't do it every week, maybe a couple of times a year at best, but in an urgent situation, it's a great thing to have because it shows that it's pushed through, so people know it's urgent.
Right. Are there any questions about Epistle?
We have another one that came through. Can you say more about whether Epistle stands on its own or whether people use it in conjunction with something like MailChimp?
It stands on its own. However, for people who don't sign up for Epistle for whatever reason, I do encourage people to send maybe a quarterly 6 months, a yearly newsletter, something along those lines, depending on how many people from your newsletter list actually sign up for Epistle. Is that what you do, Eileen?
No, I'm a little less gracious than that. I sent out my thing saying, hey, we're moving over to Epistle. We'll have 2 more updates via this platform. And then on the second one, I said, hey, don't forget we're sending up. And the third one, it was, hey, we've loved having you pray with us. And if you don't sign up, worded much better, but if you don't sign up, you're going to miss it. And then I waited 3 months and I sent out one saying, hey, I'm not sure if any of you have still not applied or registered for Epistle. I hope you're not missing our updates. We'd love to let you know what God is doing. And at that point, lots of people picked it up that hadn't.
Okay.
And the thing with Epistle is when you open the web app, you can see everything you missed.
Oh, yeah,
So
for
they
sure.
didn't actually miss anything, which is one of the really good sides of it. Because if I don't want to, I can delete the emails that come in. I don't have to deal with it in my email. I can go onto the web app and do it at
Yeah,
my time, which is
sure,
one of the
sure.
benefits. Clearly, I drank the
Um,
Kool-Aid and love Epistle. There are other
yeah,
apps, which somebody has also mentioned. There's a few other apps you can do, and they are great. There are lots of things. I believe the $12 for Epistle is worth it
yeah,
because of what it offers is just a little different and more secure.
right. There have been some messages in the chat. Um, Go ahead, Jessica.
There was a second part to Jeff's question also. How does Epistle then relate to like in other webinars we've talked about doing like a 5-part new subscriber email series? Like, would you
Mhm.
do that through Epistle just like you would?
Somebody was listening
I
and
know.
remembers our webinar. I love it. We'll send them a gift card or something. Uh, we
Well,
got to
what would
wrap
you?
this up because I have 3 more tools. But Eileen, can you respond?
I have the answer for that though, if that's okay.
Yeah.
You can put people in tagged groups in Epistle. So when they first register, you add them to the tag new subscriber or new partner or whatever, and you send out a sequence for them. After they've done that sequence, you add them to the normal pray or ministry, and then they get the regular updates from that point.
Amazing. That's really great. Okay. Um, if you have more questions, go to their website and email or chat, whatever they have available on their website. Hopefully that is helpful for you. The next thing I want to show you is called Planner. For the last 15 years, Tailored has used a spreadsheet to track and plan our fundraising efforts with clients. Why have we been doing that on a spreadsheet? Because we have not found a donor management tool that in mass allows to create a fundraising plan as well as track where everyone is in stages in their onboarding to a new financial partnership or increasing their giving. Because when you're working with us, it's a really concerted effort. And so we wanted to make a tool that not only helped us, but helped our clients. And we're offering it to people who aren't our clients because we love it and we think it's great. So let me share my screen again. This is the website for Planner. If you wanted to take a look, it's planner.tailored.fun. It's just kind of a landing page where you can see more about Planner. But I'm going to go ahead and sign in and just show you some of the features here. You can log in through Google or Microsoft. I'm logging in just through my email and password. So when I log in, this is what's going to come up is the today view. So I've already created a fundraising plan in this account. And so my today view is going to be very filled out and I'll show you how to create a plan. But as you can see, I have a 49% progress. This is my total goal. This is what's remaining. I can see how much I've raised for the goals I've set for each type of gift, whether it's monthly, annual, or special gifts. We have something called the communication progression at Tailored, and it goes from awareness all the way to involvement. And there's a little definition under each one: awareness sent, follow-up started, meeting scheduled, still deciding, verbal commitment. Let me make that bigger. There. So, and you can see who all is in each stage. So I can click a stage. I can see these are the people that are in this stage. Okay. We do something called waves, sending out in waves at Tailored. So we'll send out initial communications to 10 people this week and a new 20 people the next week and a new 5 people the next week. And we call those waves. So we send out a wave of initial communication to people. And I'll show you how to create waves in here. but these are 2 waves that I've set up that are due. I have different cards here for scheduling meetings. These are meetings. These are people I need to reach out to, and I wish it was filled out, but apparently I'm all caught up. These are meetings. These are people I need to reach out to schedule meetings. Now, in this card, it's going to show people that are overdue, but it's also going to show people that you need to reach out today. Same thing for reaching out for a decision. So you've already, as you can see, the colors coordinate. So these are people that we're gauging their interest, and we're wanting to engage their interest to see if they want to schedule a meeting. These are people that we're reaching out for decision. We've had a meeting with them and they didn't make a decision in the meeting, and we need to follow up with them. These are people that have missed their giving, or it tells you how long it's been since they gave their last gift. So George missed last month, and so I'm going to want to reach out to him. I have some summary cards down here to see, so you can see total number of contacts, people who have not started in the communication progression, people in the total pipeline. From this view, after you have a fundraising plan set up, you don't have to almost go anywhere else. So I can easily open up George here, and I can create a plan for him. He's missed, so he's not new, but I am going to schedule a next contact for tomorrow, and I'm going to give him a call and talk to him. I made a note that he's a college friend and he's given admissions before. That's a past note. And I'm just going to say changes right there. So I can, and then he goes away from this particular card because I made a plan for him. So that's the today view. You have your normal contacts section. You can bulk add, you can add a contact, individually, but you can also bulk add. So it's easy to put in, just hit tab. And after you go through those, you just hit enter and it goes to the next. You can also just copy and paste from a spreadsheet that you already have. You just copy that and paste it in here. So that's pretty easy as well. We're going to go to the partners section. So you can connect Donor Hub. There are about 200 organizations that use Donor Hub, mission organizations. You can connect Donor Hub to Planner, and it will read Donor Hub every night and update the information here. So Planner is it does not keep your giving history. Planner looks at Donor Hub and it pulls a few key things. The first gift that person made and the last gift, the most recent gift that they made. And then it categorizes them as either a monthly, annual, or special gift partner based on their giving history. So then it gives you tasks based on whether they're missed or active, anything like that. If you don't use Donor Hub or your organization doesn't use Donor Hub, you can simply upload your giving history once a week, once a month, and it will update. I would potentially just upload it once a week. To see if your organization uses Donor Hub, you can just go to settings and look for your organization, and then it'll walk you step by step on how to connect your individual Donor Hub account. I'm going to go to the asks page. This is kind of the last page. This is where you create your fundraising plan, and you can assign people waves. You can assign ask amounts. So if I want to assign a wave and schedule a wave for next week, I'm going to hit assign wave. I can select the people that are available to put into a wave, and I'm going to assign a wave. Let's assign him to wave 9. So here's when I want to send the wave. I'm going to send it on the 27th. And I'm going to do it, well, let's do it via email. So I'm going to assign that. So now I've assigned them to a wave, and I will get this right here whenever it's time to send the wave. Go back here. Now I can, once that shows up, I can mark the wave as sent. So I sent these emails. I'm going to set a follow-up date for all the contacts. I send it all out the same day. So I'm going to set the follow-up date for, let's say this 07/25/2026. So all those contacts will be marked as having in their profile as being sent a communication, and then it will actually send. Let's actually, what is today's date? The 22nd? Let's do that for today. There. So another thing that's great is you can assign ask amounts. So you can assign everybody. Sometimes when we're doing a fundraising plan, we might assign, we have 50 contacts that we're going to invite them to consider the same amount. So we want to put that in there easily. So we do that. Let's see. That's kind of like overview of Planner. The last thing I want to show you is that there is a coach view. So if you're a fundraising coach and the people that you're coaching use Planner, you can go to the coach view. You can look up the person you're coaching. And there are, you would only be able to look up the people that give you permission to look them up. And you see a dashboard. You can see how many contacts they have in each stage. You can see how many commitments they've made or how many verbal commitments they've had this month. You can see how many contacts they've completed in 7 days, 14 days, last 30 days, all of that. And it just gives you an idea of where they're standing. The other page that I didn't show you yet is the planning page. This is where you put in your financial goals, your current support, so that calculates how much you need to increase. And then you can create a partner chart so you can kind of get a feel of, if I ask this many people to consider this much and this many people to consider this much. You can schedule waves here as well. And then projections, this will tell you how many partners you need, and how many weeks remaining and how many meetings per week based on this monthly gift amount. If people give an average of $168 a month, these are the projections. But if you change the number of people you're asking here, then the projections will change. This is the pure planning page. So you can adjust numbers and see what the projections kind of work out to be. So we are offering this 6 months free. And I'm going to show you another tool that we're offering in conjunction with this. But Jessica, are there any questions so far about this tool?
Yeah, a few were about the cost. I just put the promo code in the chat along with the link again to Planner.
Okay. Great.
Most of the questions were about how it connects to other platforms. So like, does it connect to DonorElf? And then there were some other that came through in the Q&A. There were some in the chat too. Let me see if I can find them again. Maybe TNT. That was another.
TNT I think in Donor Hub are just check to see if your organization pulls up on Donor Hub, like in that. Uh, um, yeah, you can sign up for a free account and then check to see if your organization uses Donor Hub, or you can just ask your organization. But the guy who runs TNT is the same person who runs Donor Hub, so I would imagine if you have one, you have the other. What else? It doesn't connect to like Epistle, or sorry, it doesn't connect to Donor Elf and other systems yet. It just connects to Donor Hub. Otherwise, you would upload your giving transactions.
Someone said they tried using the beta code and it did not work.
Okay, well, fantastic. I will need to fix that on this call. That'll be challenging.
We will look into that.
Did you capitalize all 4 letters of beta when you tried it? I had a client that didn't, and it doesn't
She
work
said
if
yes.
you have. Okay. Then that's
someone else said they used beta caps and it worked. So I don't know.
Okay.
And that was in this call because I know him, so I texted him the code. So since we've been on the call, it's worked for him.
So maybe it was just down one day or something. Because the person asking, I think, tried it earlier. How much is the cost after the 6 months?
For planner, it's $12. $12 a month.
Okay.
Okay. I want to show you Sam now. Sam we're calling it an AI coach. We're considering just calling it an AI assistant because, but Sam actually coaches you. I'm just gonna have to say it. Coaches you in your fundraising methods. So we have trained Sam to in the ways that Tailored coaches and how we go about fundraising. And so this is Sam. I've logged into Sam, and I'm gonna say I have a donor meeting tomorrow, and I need help preparing. And this is what I hate about tech webinars, is because I really don't know what Sam's going to say, but hopefully it's the right thing, or what I would want it to say. Yeah, let's get ready for it. Who are you meeting with? Her name is Donna. Tell me about Donna. What do you know about her, and where is she in your relationship with your ministry? So as you can see, like Sam is asking coaching questions and is going to lead you through preparation for meeting with Donna. I will say that Sam can connect to Planner and read Planner, your Planner. So every time I pull up Sam, it reads my Planner and the activity that's happened and who's in there and what updates I've made to Planner. So it has a context for what's been happening. And so that can be super helpful. So I don't know how else to demonstrate other than that's kind of like where the conversation goes. There are going to be some updates to it. Eventually, you'll actually be able to have a coaching conversation with an avatar. So where you are talking to a person and you're going to just have a conversation, a voice conversation with that person to coach you through whatever you need to be coached through. So that'll be a nice feature.
I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be afraid of. I'm being replaced by AI.
You really can't, Eileen, because you're too special. So, yeah, you're not being replaced by AI.
We did get a question.
Yeah.
We got a question. How is this better than talking with a human? So maybe just explain like what role you see this playing with partnership development along with coaching.
Right. I think this is for Sam can do a lot. But Sam doesn't have the human aspect to it. And so Sam's not going to be sharing examples from their personal experience. For example, Right now, Sam doesn't provide accountability, although in the near future, Sam will actually be able to send you a text message and do other functions as far as like writing emails for you and things like that. I actually could write an email for you if you ask a fundraising email if you asked it to. But you really can't replace that human empathetic aspect, to be honest, with AI. You can't. And there might be some situations where, Sam might not be trained to help you on yet, but that real life example, Eileen has been fundraising for a very long time. She's lived, on the mission field overseas. She can really understand individual context, whether she's from Canada, she's lived in London. She can really get some of those micro planning, micro contextualization in there. So that's what I'd say is some of the key differences as far as that goes. Sam's not going to pray for you
comments?
And pray with you. Yes, please.
I have a comment that I think that one side of it is you're underselling Sam. Russell has created Sam and uploaded so much data from himself and other coaches, and it will help you to amazing levels to really hone and make a concise email or intro letter or messaging or ask or any of these things. It will do exceptionally well because he's put a great amount of work into it. So I think acknowledging that is really important. But the other side of it is Sam, even if you have the same conversation with it day after day, is not going to say, you know what, Russell, I've heard this a few times now, and if you don't mind, I'm wondering if we could talk about this fear, or I'm wondering if we could look at this.
It actually does that.
Does it? I've not had it do that yet. I've been challenging it.
Oh, have
you? I still think that personal side is still going to be different.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to push you in different ways that a human it's not going to push you in ways that a human would, for sure.
Yeah.
And also, you don't feel near as accountable to an AI as you do to a human, right? So there is that.
But I use Sam and love it.
Okay, great. So yeah, and we've gotten really great feedback about how personal it gets. It's not, you can ask it to do things for you, like write things or whatever, but really the power is in the coaching, like just saying, I need help with this, or I'm scared, things like that. I want to get to unless there's more questions, Jessica, I want to get to the last thing.
No, but do you want to talk about pricing for that?
Oh, yeah. So if you want to get both of them together, Sam and Planner, it's $19 a month. Jessica's going to put a promo code for 6 months free for those together. So there is that. If you're a fundraising coach, if you represent an organization, and you want the people in your organization to be using use Planner. If you have internal fundraising coaches that you want to be using Planner and the coach view, Jessica's going to put a link to my calendar as well, and I can talk you through what it looks like for your organization to use Planner. We give organizational permissions. What if you're only interested in SAM? Just sign up for both. You get 6 months free, and then email me and I can change the account. I don't have a way for you to sign up just for SAM just yet. So if you want to talk about, thanks. If you want to talk about as an organization, what does it look like, or your coaches, your internal coaches using that, I'd love to set up a time to chat with you. The next thing and the last thing I'm very excited about, I think you'll be pretty excited about. We've done AI. Before I forget, SAM is an AI tool. Your organization may have policies about AI. You need to be familiar with your policies before you sign up for SAM. Planner, if you only sign up for Planner, there are no AI features to Planner. So it's not working with AI. But if you sign up for Sam, that is AI. So just make sure you know your policies, your organization policies, if there are any about that. So we've done an AI. Was it solely AI, Jessica? Yeah, we've done an AI webinar. This is an AI tool that I did not feature last time, and I use it all the time at Tailored. But I just want to show you one thing you can do with it. It's called Claude Design. So you're familiar with ChatGPT, Claude, that kind of thing. So this is Claude. And I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly how to get into it. So you have to have an account. You can have a free account. So I'm going to log into my account. And so I come to Claude. And oh, here it is. There's a design feature down here. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to click it. It's going to open up this. And so you can really create almost anything with this. You can create slides, a document, a wireframe, which means just like a minimal design layout for a web page. You can do animations. You can do user face. You can do all kinds of different things. You can create 3D objects. You can create an HTML email, which I do very often. But I want to show you today, I know a lot of you do presentations, so I want to show you today just how to easily make a presentation. It will take time for it to actually make, so we'll be sitting here for a second. So if you have questions. So I am going to say, I want slides, and I'm going to say create slides from the content from this link. I'm going to give it a link. I'm going to tell it to choose the most important things to put in the slides. You can have your own design systems, which colors and things like that. I have one I'm not going to use, but you can have different, like you can choose different templates and designs here. So I'm going to choose this one. So I'm going to use this color palette. I want it to make slides. I'm telling it to create slides from a link that I'm choosing. This is somebody's messaging right here. And I'm going to put that link right here. And I'm going to hit send. So I'm asking it to look at all this content. As you can see, like, how do I get out of that? As you can see, there's just a lot of stuff here. This is his actual like verbal presentation as he would talk about it, or it's kind of an outline. So, and now it's going to be thinking. And you can see it thinking right here. I just need to make sure that it can actually read this with the permissions that I gave it. But it's basically thinking. Jessica, are there any questions that we haven't answered yet?
Not in regards to this. Can you confirm that you can do this through the free account though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick clarification with Planner and Sam. If they want to do the bundle, do they go to sam.tailored.fund or planner.tailored.fund?
It's on planner.tailored.fund.
Planner. Okay.
Yep. Let me just make sure we can all see. Pricing. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have the planner plus Sam right here.
Okay.
Okay, so it's read the Google Doc. It has the content. It has the template. So it's going to be now creating the design, and we'll start to see a design come out in just a second. It's pretty spectacular. I've actually taken old slide decks that I've created for different webinars and just asked it to redesign it. And I mean, I might have 90 slides and it would take me forever to do that. And it takes Claude about, for 90 slides, it may take it 10 minutes. So I'm sorry it's taking this long, but it's pretty cool to see. Any other questions, Jessica, or?
William Kurtz just put in the chat that he used the beta code and it charged his Discover card $12.
That is just a shame. Shoot me an email. What is going on with that?
Also watch it on your card because it probably currently says pending and it might not go through because it'll drop back when it accepts the code.
It really shouldn't.
It shouldn't, but it sometimes does things like that. Most things do, at least.
I would make this go faster. I just don't. It says it's deep in thought. I can't interrupt that. So, Eileen, do you have another tool that you like to use, like tech tool when you're coaching or doing your own personal fundraising?
I mean, I don't think so really. I used to use Chat GPT quite a bit. I try to use Claude, but I need to take a course. I don't know all the things it can do, but I try to stay around that range.
They have a free course. Claude does.
Yeah, I just need to do it.
Goes through everything. Yes, so do I. I mean, I've obviously taught myself a lot on Claude.
Yeah.
I haven't taken the time to actually take the courses I'm sure I could benefit from. And as I learn, we'll continue to show, hold these webinars and show you how to use AI to make use of it, hopefully be more efficient with time. So,
yeah.
I actually did this little exercise before on Claude Design, and it didn't take this long. So,
but was your computer pulling in a webinar also? I mean, there's certain things that slow it down.
Oh, here we go.
But here it's coming.
It's coming. We
just had to shame it a little bit.
I know,
it's
right?
Very human.
Yeah. Okay, well, it came up with a color. And it tells you where it is in the process. It's rewriting the deck with the content right now, as you can see.
I think what I would say to the question of, is there something else I use? I think it's not so much about all the different things you use. It's about finding things that you're comfortable with. Because if you're trying to force yourself into a space you're not comfortable, take the time to learn it and become comfortable. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay, so it's starting to design the slides. And we can see it. It's putting a space for a photo here that you could put in. It's grabbed stats from the document, and it's decided that that's something important, so it created it on slide. So it's pretty intuitive here as far as that goes. Incredible. I don't know how many slides it's going to create. But then I can go on and I think I can hit edit, and I can actually edit. I can click something. Instead of that, maybe I just want to say an invitation to partner. So I want to change that. And then I'm going to, I hit edit it again, and then we're going to save that. But let's just say this feels too dark. I'm going to say this feels too dark.
Why are you yelling at Claude? All caps.
I know. This
Wow.
feels too dark. What are some other lighter colors we could use? So I'm just asking you, what are my options for lighter colors? Or I can just tell it to change the colors to make them lighter. So I'm going to finish this up. Let's see, it's 11:54. Any more questions, Jessica, as we wait?
No, but we've had a few others say they're having issues with the payment. So if any of you are having trouble, please email Russell at tailoredfundraising.com so that he can troubleshoot from the back end, like trying to get that payment figured out.
So it's given me these two things right here, two options. We can do something brighter or we can do something mid. I'm going to go with option A. I'm just push A, and it's going to start adjusting all the slides to be lighter. And this is actually the last thing I'm going to show you when it comes with the lighter slides, how easy it is to make adjustments. And like I said, if you already have like a presentation that you're using, you can just give it the presentation and ask it to, you can just say, make this look better. Just whatever instruction that you want to give it. And it'll give you an output. So you can wait around to see what the lighter version looks like. And we'll answer questions for the next few minutes, but I hope this has been helpful for you. And love to help. Tailored loves to help any way we can. And that's about it. Should I be saying anything else, Jessica or Eileen, as we close?
No, but good news. One of the Nancy who was having issues with me, she said she refreshed and tried it again and it worked. So the code worked. So
how is that possible?
I don't know. Y'all be patient with us. We'll figure this out together.
Okay. I don't know how it works for one person and not for somebody else. Crazy. Is it the beta or the beta bundle? Or both?
I think just the beta. Yeah.
Do you know what I just noticed? If you see down here under speaker notes, it says we're on slide 1 and it says warm welcome and small talk. Thank the person who connected us. Set up that you're excited to share about the ministry. It actually tells you what to do during that slide. I wonder if it tells you what to do. Transition into the personal calling story. This is part of the call. This is the actual calling story that it pulled from the document. So it even gives you speaker notes, which is amazing. I never realized that. It looks like it's about to start applying the lighter color. So we can see that. There's still 76 people who've stuck around because they really want to see what this looks like next. I do too, to be honest.
We're all feeling a bit invested at this stage.
Are we?
I think so. It's like, come on.
So a few things have come up, Russell, about social media, which Russell and I had this conversation prior, like, are we including that in this tech webinar? And we kind of felt like those were two separate things. So that's probably a topic we will do in the future, focus just on social media.
So it came up with a lighter version. I don't like it as much. But that's what it looks like. And if I don't like it, I can ask Claude to give me, I did this earlier, like to show me alternate color palettes, something like that. So, folks, I've enjoyed having you on this call. And I am going to check into this promo code issue because I don't know what's happening. That it's working for some and not for others. It's crazy. But I hope some of you do schedule a time to talk with me, whether it's about working with a coach, or whether it's about using Planner or your organization using Planner, your internal coaches using Planner, or if you are a coach yourself and you want to use Planner and you want you want the people you coach to use it. It can be just a really invaluable tool. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I put your link in the chat again if anyone wants to schedule with you. Okay.
Great. Love it. What do you got going on the rest of the day, Eileen?
I thought I'd do a little bit of work,
Oh,
just to be different. Yeah.
just to be different.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have a new client, which I'm looking forward to because I love new client sessions because you
Do
get to
you?
hear about their ministry and you get to, yeah, I do. It's my favorite. I don't know. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite sessions with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you like people as opposed to most.
Most people. I mean, there are a few,
Most people.
but I don't. But yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I like
You don't
people.
like me, that's for sure.
I mean, we have a lunch date coming up, and I'm super excited because I've not seen you
I
in
know.
person
When
in
is it?
years.
I mean, I know it's
honestly,
scheduled, but I would like to schedule probably a meeting. Okay, great. Daniel, I'll reach out to you because I have your email address. Or if you just click that link, that's even easier.
she is so on the ball.
Would you click that link and schedule something with me? That would be so amazing. I appreciate that so much. So,
and then we have a quick question about like the recording and whatnot. Yes, we always send out the recording, and we don't have slides this time because it was a demo, but we'll send out the webinar recording to everyone.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm out.
Thanks,
We'll see y'all later.
everyone. Have a great day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.